doing? Good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Yeah. See DC, dude.
Yeah, let's go over here. Come on, let's do it. Come on, are we rolling? All right, I'm here with the one, the only. I am Mike Chandler. Mike, it's been 2 years. How excited are you for Saturday?
Very excited, man. It has been too long. But I keep being very, very, very adamant that the last 2 years sitting out, although it was tough at times, was the best thing for me. I needed it, needed a little bit of a break. So, man, I'm excited. I'm chomping at the bit.
That's what I love about you. You never allow yourself to dwell on negativity, to get pissed off. If that was me, I'd be like 2 years on the sidelines. I could have been earning 38.
Yeah. 38.
38 years old.
Yeah.
Does it, sometimes it must piss you off a little bit. Do you sit there with your wife and, you know, there must be those dark days?
Oh, yeah, we had our moments. We had moments, but overall, the overarching feeling, especially now that I'm here and I'm able to look back, it was perfect, man. I needed it. Going through the murderer's row that I went through, the first 6 opportunities I had, 5 fights, fights of the year, fights of the night. I needed a little bit of time off, and now I'm rejuvenated physically, but also mentally, spiritually, man, and I'm good.
It's beautiful. I said the same thing about Stipe. I said that people don't realize, there's been time away, but you miss the thrill of the fight, of the training camp, of victory.
Yep.
You know, so I'm assuming you're spinning that all into a positive. We'll get to Oliveira in just a second. Last one. So McGregor, that's done. That's over. You're not dwelling on that anymore.
It's done for now. I think if he comes back, that fight happens, obviously. But for now, we got Charles Oliveira on Saturday. But I hold no animosity. Not mad at him.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. This was on me. This was 100% on me. At any moment, I could have called Dana, could have called Hunter, and said I'm out.
Yep.
At any given moment. The first time that Hunter called me and said, hey, it's not going to be the original date, we're going to push it to here or push it to here.
Sure.
I could have called it any time. The onus is on me. The accountability is on my shoulders. So accountability is a superpower. So I'm not going to let that hold me back. And if a bad thing happens to you, but a good thing comes from it, looks like you're going to be the number one contender on Saturday night.
That's why I love talking to you, man, because the way you stay positive, and I'm not just saying that, it's truly remarkable, it is. You have great wrestling, but you very rarely use it. I've been there the last 2 fights. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, you blew the roof off the place. It was unbelievable. I felt so sorry for, who was it, Shane Burgos.
Oh, yeah.
He was up next. That was a great fight, but the audience was exhausted. They were like, I need a break.
Yeah.
What happens to you when you walk out there at Madison Square Garden, there's 20,000 people. Is it a transformation?
It is, yeah. MSG does something special.
Yeah.
MSG it brings something special out of me. This time will be no different. It will be no different from the sense of the internal ridiculous calling and conviction that I have on my life and what I get to do for a living inside of the UFC. You might see a little bit of a different me, though. Chandler 1.0 was out for blood. Chandler 2.0 is out for the belt. So we've cleaned some things up. We've worked on some things. We are happy, healthy, and hard to kill. We are the most dangerous we have ever been, and Saturday night it all comes to fruition.
So you're going to be a little more patient, is what
No.
I'm hearing. No!
No.
Because that's not what you do.
Maybe, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be quick but not in a hurry. I'm going to be fast but not in a rush.
Oh,
That's what I like
you've
to say.
rehearsed these lines.
Yeah,
These are perfect.
100%, dude. That was John Wooden. But also,
What was that? Say that again. That was brilliant.
I want to be quick but not in a hurry. I want to be fast but not in a rush. The amount of times that I've rushed things, I mean, it's why fans love to see me fight.
Yeah.
But I can rush in a way that's going to increase the likelihood of me being successful on fight night. I can be quick in a way that is going to increase the likelihood of me getting my hand raised. So that's what's going to happen on Saturday night. And you could not have painted a greater story. The guy who shattered my dreams of becoming UFC champ, I get the opportunity to fix that, to right that wrong, to then get the title shot next, and it's great.
As a fighter, for you, what's more important? Coming back and just getting back to work, back to business, showing the world that you're still here and you're relevant, or getting revenge over Charles Oliveira?
I think it's the revenge over Charles Oliveira because, man, pressure and platform and negativity and the naysayers and all the people pointing their fingers at me or the media doing the videos and all that kind of stuff, all of that is all part of what comes with the job, right? All of that was just noise. And yes, I heard it. And yes, it hit me sometimes, but ultimately I knew I was making the right decision for me. A man who stands confidently on his own 2 feet and says, this is my decision, I don't care what you say, that is a dangerous man, and that's the way that we are called to operate. And I have operated like that for the most part. So it's more about the sport. It's more about me proving to myself that I know that I'm better than Charles Oliveira on fight night. And It's going to be special, man. And I'm number 1 contender come midnight, Saturday night.
Is that confirmed? Have you been told if you beat Charles Oliveira, you're next in line?
I'm the number 1 contender. I'm the highest ranked guy not named Islam or Arman, who are currently fighting.
So once they fight, God willing, you're next up.
Wherever it is, I will be cage side staring at my next opponent, yes.
So everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and the harder I work, the luckier I get. The more time I put in. Yeah.
So let's speak about Charles, because you are excitement personified, as is Charles Oliveira. The man just walks forward and he's very, very dangerous everywhere. Arman Sarukian took him down, held him down, played it kind of safe. I don't expect you to give a game plan, but, you know, what is kind of the approach and what do you expect from Charles?
I've never played it safe a day in my life.
No, and that's why we love it.
I like risk. I like uncertainty. I think I can take Charles down. I think I can knock Charles out on the feet. I think I can wear down and submit Charles Oliveira. I don't think he's going to be able to submit me. So we're gonna let the fight progress. We're gonna navigate and negotiate every scenario, every exchange, and I believe I win the contest on Saturday night.
Have you watched the first fight back and seen some things maybe that you did wrong?
I watched the first round. I don't watch the second round. It's only 19 seconds, and we all know how it ends.
Exactly. You know,
when the highlights come up, I go like this. It's
true though.
But it's really funny. I mean, obviously, you know, as a fighter, it's like I don't want to see myself lose, or I don't even really want to see my opponent win either. I like to watch his losses. You know, I mean, it's however you derive your motivation or your inspiration or your mindset to it. It's like, I don't want to see myself lose. So I've only seen the first round, gaping holes, started off too hot, 2.5 minutes of cage time at that point. You know, I fought Dan Hooker, knocked him out on January 23rd, fought Charles a couple months later in May, and I only had 2 minutes of cage time, 2.5 minutes of cage time. So I'm such more of a veteran now. Being in the UFC is different. You know, you did it almost your entire career, but I spent 90% of my career outside the UFC, and then came to the UFC. I needed the maturation process. Sure. I needed to feel the lights. I needed to feel the media. I needed to feel UFC Fight Week. I was so brand new to the UFC, which was almost a completely new sport for me at the time that I fought Charles Oliveira at UFC 262. So I'm a salty, seasoned veteran, and I'm destined to beat Islam for the title in 25.
Is there, or has there been a danger, because you were away so long and because you kept thinking the fight with McGregor was going to go ahead, that you've overtrained, that you've overdone it? Because those people that don't know, overtraining is more dangerous than undertraining. I mean, you look in phenomenal shape, but that's a hard balance to find. Yeah, no, I think I find it pretty well. I mean, I don't take a day off. I'm constantly training, but I'm not doing 2-a-days and 3-a-days like I am when I'm in camp. More than anything, it was the weight cut or the weight change from 170 to 155, which has had me laser focused since July, essentially, after the Conor fight got canceled and it looked like, you know, we were probably going to pivot. But at this point, no, man, I recover so well. You know, you got to make sure you get your nutrition and supplementation, sleep well, do the things you need to do, not the things that you want to do, and I recover nonstop. I mean, I'm sucking in oxygen, the 10X Hypermax, Superhuman Protocol, cold plunge, red light, mat, supplementation, like nonstop, focusing just as much on recovery as I am training. So. Saturday night, you go out there, you get a sensational victory, you're gonna tear it up on the microphone. I know you are. Yes, I am. You got something special. I got something special. We got a couple names, you know. Yeah. Maybe the president-elect, you know, we'll see. Oh, Mike.
No, thank you, brother.
Pleasure to have you back. Good luck Saturday. Yes, all the best. The one and only Michael Chandler. My man. Thanks, man. I appreciate your time. Of course.